secret of a great hash brown
Chat.
are the potatoes.
I'll think about
I
it.
prefer
One
using
meeting.
really nice, waxy potatoes. They cook better, but more importantly, hold themselves together. We're not going to slice the onion or the potatoes. We're actually going to grate them. The potatoes get really nice and crispy. I mean, seriously crispy. Now, the onion.
I'll think about it.
That way you get that nice balance of that onion flavour running through every little shard of
Chat,
potato.
I gotta clean my food out first. Chat, I need to eat food. I'm starving. I'm starving.
Pepper, olive oil, and cayenne. Give that a really good mix through. And then squeeze all that water out. And look at all that juice we squeezed out of there. Really important. The more liquid you remove, the crispier your hash browns will be. Nice large pan, put that on. Once the pan's hot, pour in a good glug of olive oil. That sound confirms how important it is to have your pan nice and hot. So it seals the grated potato and onion together. So take the spoon and just pat it down. What we're trying to do now is get it really nice and compact.
I'm sure, man.
Going round the outside of the pan with little flecks of butter. You just slip them down the back gently. And that gets the onions caramelized. Here's a great tip for turning your hash browns over quick and easy. Take a plate, place it on top, and just flip it over, and then slide it back in very quickly. You see the colour
This guy.
we've got on there now. Got that nice crispy texture of the potato. I'm going to use the hash brown as a bed for my baked eggs. Crack in your eggs nice and gently. Just a little sprinkling of the cayenne to make the eggs a little bit spicy. Then into a preheated oven for 6 to 8 minutes. Meanwhile, onto my bacon, and I'm giving it a classic American twist. Now, one thing I could never get my head around when I first started eating lots of American breakfast was the sweetness from the bacon. I've grown up to love that combination of smoky sweet flavours, and it's so easy. Pan on and simply heat olive oil, brown sugar, salt and pepper, and butter. Bacon in, and as it cooks, it becomes irresistibly caramelised and golden brown. Turn off the gas, and my glazed bacon is absolutely ready. Beautiful. Now, my hash browns and baked eggs are ready. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. Just get your spatula underneath there. Onto your plate. And that bacon sits beautifully on top of the baked eggs and that hash brown underneath, and you can see why the best breakfast in the world
That was wicked.
are always in America. This is an all-American superhero of a breakfast. Eggs baked in hash browns with glazed bacon. Bircher muesli traditionally gets made
Gordon, hello?
the night before and left in the fridge. I find that a little bit too heavy.
Jesus
Slightly stodgy,
Christ!
so it's the same principles, but a lot lighter. First in, the yogurt. I think live and raw milk yogurt are best. They're packed with calcium, enzymes, and probiotics, which help your body absorb nutrients. It's interesting, because the kids especially would prefer their muesli with milk, but the yogurt, it's so much better for them. I like making it literally 10 minutes before I want to serve it, because it doesn't become stodgy. Yogurt in, apple juice. That's a great way of sweetening the muesli. A couple of tablespoons in.
Of what? What is that?
Give that a little mix. Now, sprinkle in the oats.
Apple juice.
I like putting 2/3 in now to absorb and almost double in size. And the last third of oats in at the end. Oats are low on the glycemic
Infernal
index,
sauce.
which means they slowly release energy to keep you going right through to lunch.
Guys,
I quite like.
guys, his grilled cheese sandwich video is so bad. Dude, I reported it. I'm just saying.
Like it when it just falls off the
listen,
spoon.
This shit should be on the
You can see,
internet. I
literally
said
in
it.
seconds, it's got thicker. The rest of the oats in.
Shit, dude, it's so bad.
So I've got different
report, don't get mad at
textures.
me.
Now, mix that up nicely. And it literally takes 3 or 4 minutes to put together. Just gonna get a dry pan on. Almonds, incredibly healthy. Toasting them, even better flavour. Flake them into the pan, lightly toast them. That gives a really nice sort of crunch to the top of the muesli. Roll them around the pan so they're evenly toasted. Out into a bowl. The exciting thing about putting your own muesli together is that you're in control. Blackberries, summer, raspberries, strawberries, and so it changes. Berries don't just taste great. They're packed with antioxidants and vitamins C and K. So just dot the top of your muesli with your blackberries. Generous on the blackberries. Sweetness, tartness, acidic.
Vitamin.
And then just sprinkle over your nice almonds. I quite like a lot of crunch on top, so be generous. That looks fantastic. Perfect way.
That looks disgusting. Fuck all that.
My quick Bircher muesli doesn't just taste incredible, it makes you feel fantastic. It's my ultimate healthy breakfast. There really is no better way to start the day. I've never forgotten, I think I was about 6 years of age when Mum brought this huge tray of eggy bread to the table. And it was like, wow, Mum, we've died and gone to heaven. Start off with a slightly stale bread, 4 or 5 day old loaf left over. If it's a fresh bread, then it absorbs too much of the egg, so therefore it gets soggy. You never get it fried and crisp. And if you're not going to use it for breadcrumbs, eggy bread is a must. In France, they call it pain perdu, the lost loaf.
Lost loaf, yeah.
Now, eggy bread is great on its own, but serving it with stewed apples is delicious. So the secret here, keeping the skins on. There's a lot of flavour in the skin, and also it stops the apple from breaking down too quickly. You get these nice chunks as opposed to a sort of apple puree. Now, get your pan nice and hot and sprinkle a couple of tablespoons of sugar. Take the sugar down to a light caramel. It's quite incredible how cheap it is to make this, and yet it was so filling. If you haven't got apples, this recipe will work pretty much with any fruit you've got in. Don't be scared to mix a pear and an apple, a banana and a pineapple. Just stew it. Lightly toss in the caramel. Get a little knob of butter.
A little.
That makes a nice toffee apple flavour. Really simple. Now, you can see what's happening. The apples are caramelising, but they're staying intact because the skin's on the apple. And the caramel's turned into this nice, rich butterscotch sauce. Once you've glazed all the apples, a couple of tablespoons of water in there. Bring that to the boil and let that cook out. Now, the eggs. 3 whole eggs. Whisk up the eggs. Add about 4 tablespoons of milk. You want the egg thick and rich. And then lightly sprinkle in a couple of tablespoons of sugar. That sweetens up the mixture. And when you start frying the bread, it caramelises it beautifully. A teaspoon of powdered cinnamon. That gives the bread that really nice, spicy deliciousness. Apples are glazing beautifully. And put them on a low heat and get a pan on now for the bread. A teaspoon of oil. That stops the butter from burning. Butter in. As that starts frothing, get your bread in. You've got to be pretty quick now. Now, you don't leave the bread soaking. Drain. And in the pan. Once your egg bread has browned, flip it over. 90 seconds each side. That butter gives that nice golden brown colour of that egg. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's quite remarkable, isn't it? A couple of eggs, splash of milk, leftover apples, and all of a sudden you've got this stunning breakfast. Now, my apples, they've all glazed beautifully. Get a nice spoon of that amazing juice and drizzle that over.
I wouldn't eat that.
If my mum saw me doing this, she'd kill me. You're getting all posh again. No, Mum. I'm using a touch of iced sugar to make it look stunning. And that, for me, takes me back to when I was 6 years of age. And I thought I'd just won the lottery. That is incredible. Eggy bread.
A touch.
You won't get more breakfast for your buck. My mum's incredibly delicious cinnamon eggy bread with quick stewed apples. You think of the flavour and the texture of avocado. Rich, phenomenal. Want to make it a little bit more vibrant. Black sesame seeds. A nice
Avocados,
of chili
fuck
flakes.
all of them.
I quite like it. Hot. Touch of salt and a touch of pepper. So that nice dry combination of the lemon zest, black sesame seeds, and the heat.
I can't.
from
This is
chili.
too hot.
This is light, healthy, quick, but so tasty.
My
Sourdough
tacos
bread.
are too hot.
3 nice, chunky, thick slices. Open them up. Lightly season them. A little touch of olive oil.
I got some
Brings the
churros.
whole crust to life. Rub all that seasoning in. But you can use ciabatta. You can use a baguette, but the richness from the sourdough, with the silky creaminess of the avocado is mind-blowing. And then get the grill up to temperature.
What was that?
I was like, what is eggy braid? Motherfucker, that's just French toast, you cuck.
And push these down. Go the extra mile. We've all put bread in a toaster, but the difference of grilling the bread this way is extraordinary. That nice smoky charcoal flavour. Off with the gas. Beautiful. Now, the avocado. You've got to treat them with love, respect. Press on the end here, and if your thumb softens, you can tell that avocado is ripe. Never press here, and you just end up bruising it. Slice down so you feel that stone in the middle.
They're both from the EU, you fucking moron.
And then just
I was
roll
like,
around.
what is eggy braid? Motherfucker, that's just French toast, you cuck.
And then it's just a little gentle twist off stone and out. Cut them into quarters. The back of your knife, peel back that skin. If the avocado is nice and ripe, it should just all fall away. Slice. Just take your quarters, fan them out, and push them into the bread. The riper the avocado, the better the flavour. But look for ones free from soft spots and blemishes which can suggest bruising. Get your lemon, squeeze. That will stop the avocado from discolouring. And then get your crunch ready to go on top. Sprinkle in a very generous,
That was disgusting.
light way. Got the fragrance from the lemon zest, the crunch from the sesame seed, the heat, that little chili flake, which just wakes up that avocado. They look expensive. That, for me, is a delicious, light start to the day. Avocado on sourdough toast with lemon and black sesame sprinkle.
That was pretty terrible. That's kind of dog shit.